Now.
Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Welcome to episode 15 of Showtime in Paris. And we have a special guest, or shall I say, a welcomed guest with us, Big Lee.
Yo,
The
what up? Thank,
founder, hold
thank,
on, the
thanks.
founder of Don't Get Tricked Network, Big Lee,
Hey,
Yes.
with a
you
bucket
know,
hat.
sunlight, representing for the 80s, 80 babies out there. It's your boy Big Lee. In fact, let me change my name on here. LA the King is for my sports people.
So that's your sports name.
He has no sports people, but me. Check out that sports pod with me and Leroy where I dominate and win all the time, but that's
Yeah,
a whole other show. But
as
back to this.
LA the
Oh,
King for the what's the name? It's your boy Big Lee, and I'm back. It's been a while since I did this. My wife even was like, "You haven't did a podcast in a while," but between work and vacation, things been busy. But I wanted to hop on with y'all. I've been feeling y'all flow, so I was like, let me try to get back into this by hopping on with y'all this week.
Translation, please carry me, Paris and Show. We got you, bro. We'll carry you. We know you're going to be a little
oh
slow.
goodness. We got you. We got
He
you.
got
We
a little
got
gum
you.
on his shoe. He can't really do his thing. We're a little too raunchy for me, though. He keep it PG-13. He need to get some drinks or something.
I'm following Paris Lee. I got the wine out today.
I forgot to
Okay.
drink.
What kind of wine you sipping?
The hardest core one that you could find.
Boone's Farm?
Nah, it's some pink Moscato.
Boom, smell like water with Laffy Taffy in it. Bring the introduction on, Paris. So do your damn
Yes.
job. Let them know what
Yes.
the
So
topic is,
so
what we all
we
about.
are going to be talking about insecurities tonight. I'm so excited about this topic because like it hits hard, it hits heavy, and it's just something we want to talk about because it's a lot of people have this issue, right? So
I
I
have
mean,
so many, so hurt,
so
so weak.
hurt. So hurt. Shall we
Don't look
take us
at
on
me.
in? Take us on in. What's up with these insecurities in men? That's what I want to know.
I want y'all to know whenever Paris lead off like that, that means she picked the topic for the week.
No.
I just want to let y'all know that.
she felt hyped up.
Yeah, she
She
came on
feeling
with her
good.
agenda. But
Let's
anywho,
talk about insecurities though. Like for real. There's a
where do
lot
you
of
want to
guys who
start?
struggle.
Insecurities in what? Friends, men,
Friends and
relationships?
relationships, right? So to me, a lot of guys struggle with insecurities, and it's like it doesn't balance to me because why be insecure but pretend like you're macho outside of your woman or whatever the case may be. Like I don't understand, and it's kind of like what is going on with y'all?
I'm glad you said that because I've been seeing these memes, I've been seeing these statuses where people say, don't get you a bad if you insecure, they've been saying, and I wanted to correct that because women think that men are insecure because they're pretty or because they have a woman. No, a man's insecure just because he don't trust your ass. If we don't, it's not because your woman's so fine. Like if that's the case, they wouldn't have got with you. What men are insecure when they get with a woman just because of their looks, but they don't like their character and they know they made a mistake. They know they compromised their integrity. Like you get with a stripper and you like, yeah, man, and now you watching everything she do. They be like, you had a bad. No, I knew I got a girl that I shouldn't have wifed, and now I'm on high alert all the time. That'd be the issue.
So why is he gonna get with her just because of her looks and kind of take a hit for himself and knowing that's going to bother his mental? Like it's one or the other, and it's just like you can't balance yourself and you become toxic at that point, right?
Yeah, that's why I always say don't do it. Like some women are made to sleep with, some women are made to wife. And it's not because they're pretty or whatever the case may be. It's not worth the stress. If you don't trust somebody, you're going to lose sleep. Nothing's worth it.
Mm-mm.
And then
Mm-mm.
is he doing himself a favor if he don't trust a person? He looking like the sucker with his insecurity, is he not? Because when it comes to sometimes we hear like different stories from people like, oh, this person always checking on a woman, this and that. To me, I'm like, at some point, it's like a sucker type move. You know what I mean?
It is
Like this,
both ways.
yeah. Because for me, if I got to worry about this person going out somewhere and what they gonna do, we not with our significant other all the time, so we can't control what they could do. I can only be upset at what I can control. So that's how I
Mhm.
look at life. And a lot, I do see a lot of people who got the insecurities, and I think they bring it on their partner, and that affects a relationship because it's like, oh, you're not trusting me. But like Show said, it's not about the looks. The looks, if you look good, a lot of men gonna be in your DMs and they're gonna be getting at you at the club, even at Walmart. So it's nothing you could. That's why I got with you, because you look good, more than likely. So I can't be like, oh, I don't trust you. But then if I'm always trying to hound you and like, yo, where you at? Do. Oh, put a tracker on you or any of that.
Mhm.
That talks more about me than it talks about you. To me.
Yeah, yeah. You said something that kind of resonated with me. It was like sucker. You guys look at that man as a sucker. Us women, we look at insecure men as weak, and we look at an insecure man as someone we can push over, run over. Because sometimes when a man to us is insecure, that means that he likes us more than we like him, and we can do whatever we want to do, right? And he's going to be dealing and battling with things internally that would cause him to be a sucker for love, if you will. So I think men and women, we look at insecure men kind of the same way, but it's more so sometimes people are so insecure within themselves that it eats away at their insides and they can't even be who they truly are. So they step out of character, if you will.
It's a lot of different levels to that because it's like you could be insecure because, like I said, you made a bad decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you took a risk. You usually probably get with this kind of girl, and you like some guys don't like girls who party a lot, go to clubs and stuff like that. But you like this girl so much, you did it this time, and now you scared to death because you're not ready to be with somebody. You think something about certain women who do that all the time, or you might not like their job occupation. But then there's other insecurities where you feel like you might have overachieved. You know, like you might have got somebody usually out that's a little out of your range usually. So now you feel like she's going to find you out. Like every time she talks to a guy or go out, you think she's going to meet somebody and realize y'all not really equally yoked. You know, it could be a fair thing. Like I don't want you talking to no men because you might realize you could have done way better. Like I'm not like you really surprised that you know that's an issue too. But as far as that weak stuff, you got to hope you don't get an aggressive insecure man because those are the ones that beat your ass for every little thing.
What?
Because you got the weak insecure men who you push over, then you got the insecure men who will fuck you up for every wrong thing you do.
Yeah,
For
and
real?
it's,
Hell yeah.
it's like, and like it'll go hand in hand where that man isn't, he insecure, but it's like a controlling insecure type thing. So he's trying to control the situation with you. So
Yeah, so he might use fear to do that.
yeah, if you ain't doing
Yeah,
certain
I
things,
That's crazy because I think women who like insecure men and who like men that can control them, they have a lot of traumatic issues themselves, right? And they think that that's okay, and they're kind of unhealthy in a way, if you will, because why would you want a man to be controlling of you, what you wear, what you do, this, that, and the next? Okay, I can see it if that's like your husband and it's just like, no, baby, I don't want you to go out. But if it's somebody that's insecure and toxic, like, no, don't go out because I don't like what you got on. Oh, you know, just kind of those type of things. And some women eat that up because they have mommy daddy issues. They have issues where people picked on them or whatever. So it's like toxic on both ends. And it's very, very much real and alive in today's day and age.
I think for me, I don't know if I'm just like too laid back or like, I don't want to say I don't be caring, but like if my wife will ask me like, oh, should I cut my hair? Or should it, like to me, it don't matter. It's your hair. Like that's not me. I don't have to wear it. I don't have to walk around. So, but there's other men that's out there like they can't do certain hairstyles or they can't do you wearing certain maybe shoes or just as an
Yeah, I know
example.
people like that. They hands on in every decision they girl make.
Yeah,
So the
like
woman becomes a possession, like property.
Because honestly, to most men, you are a possession, but we don't treat you like one. Like we already view you as our possession. That's why if you cheat, you got to go. But we don't have to treat you like your item, like you're, you know, like your item to be possessed. But we your possession when a guy put their hands on you or something, and you like, if you come get us for a fight or something, you are a possession. You're our prized possession too, not just a regular possession, the most important one outside of your kids.
I can
Because
respect
that's the
that.
one that represents you. That's who you attach to, you know?
I know I can respect that, and I know both of y'all are not insecure, right? But have you guys ever had a moment when you were insecure, and how did you deal with it? And like, was it something that you were able to identify? Like, oh, I was insecure in this moment.
Um, I don't like. I don't feel like I was. You know, insecure to me makes it feel like I'm the problem. Like I have a self esteem issue, and that's the reason. I wasn't. There wasn't times I think I was insecure. There's times I didn't trust somebody, and I don't think I was being insecure. I think I had reason not to trust them. Like you know, you see certain ways they moving, and it look a little funny, or you met somebody a certain way, and you like, I'm doing too much with this person. I should have just kept it here. It's not like recognizing wrongdoing and things that might be red flags. It's not insecure. That's paying attention.
Yeah,
But I don't think I think insecurity comes from within. I think not trusting somebody comes from watching their actions.
yeah, and I'm with Show on that. I think there's times where if a woman moved a certain way, it questioned like what I was doing or something. And like I said, if I feel like I'm hitting them up too much or something like that, that's when I start to question myself. Like, hold on, like I got to remember who I am. I'm confident in myself,
Yeah, you got to
regardless
stop
of
yourself from looking like a lame.
yeah, like yeah. If I feel
Oh, so
like
y'all the
and
prize. Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, I be feeling like I'm like I texting this person and I'm like, hold on, I don't know if they ghosted me, but they can be busy. But then if I'm like I might not text for like a whole other day because I'm like I'm not gonna be hounding and trying to like I'm sweating that person. So
But hold on, let me stop you right there because women, like, say for example, a man is going to be texting us every day, right? Whatever the case may be, and then you identify, oh, I've been texting her every day, and then you stop. We're gonna look at that as a red flag. Like, what's going on with him? Is something changed? Maybe he has a girlfriend. Maybe he doesn't like me. And then in a woman's mind, she starts replaying these situations or thinking about things as an overthinker, right? A naturally emotional overthinker. So I think you guys got to be strategic when it comes to kind of how you interact with people when you deal with, oh, am I doing too much or am I showing so much affection? Because once you've already got that woman accustomed to a certain thing, she's going to expect that. And if you don't keep it up, shame on y'all.
Well,
and
go ahead,
hold
Lee.
on, so I give a example of like where there's times like even with my wife when before we got married, before we even got real serious, whereas like I felt like okay, she not texting back as frequently, so I'm questioning myself. But I'm like, I know I want this woman to be, I want to be with this person. So what I do at that point, I'm like, I'm sending her flowers. Then once she get those flowers, she's like, oh, now this person's serious about me. So I swallow my pride sometimes to like I can't feel a certain way. I can't be like I said insecure on what I'm about, what I'm bringing to the table when it came to that. And I'm like, if this is something I wanted, I went out to go get it, and that was my way of trying to go get it. Like, hey, you ain't about to ghost me. I'm still here. And then now look, a kid and a marriage later, we made it through.
That's
See,
crazy.
I'm kind of the opposite. Like Lee would tell you, in full transparency. There's times he told me, like, if I think you did something, even if I feel like I got to go out my character, there's times Lee was like, nah, man, just do this, just get some flour. Nah, I just won't do nothing that makes me feel a certain way, and he'll be telling me like, bro, just do it this one time, or it wasn't that bad, just do this. Like I'm an egomaniac, I know. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like I won't do nothing. Like if I thought you was cheating on me, I won't call you. Like I'm not the guy who, even if I saw you doing it, I wouldn't call your phone when somebody like your girl's out of the club. I wouldn't call you to see if you're gonna pick up. I'm not driving there. I might not even mention it. Like I
Mm-mm.
don't say nothing. I just like say fuck you in my mind and just go about my life. Like I don't want, because I think even bringing it up make me feel kind of weak, which is
Mm-hmm.
kind of overkill because you should be able to bring them up. Or
Yeah.
if I have a girl and she goes to Miami and she ain't called me all day, I'm not gonna call you. Or if I think you doing something funny, I'm not gonna call you. I'm not gonna double call. Like if I just call just for regular combo and you miss it, I won't text you or call you the rest of the night. I'm not gonna keep calling or wonder what. I'll probably be wondering what you're doing to myself, but I won't outwardly call you. And then when you call me tomorrow, I probably not gonna answer you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I think it's more so you got to read the person that you're dealing with, right? So for me, I like attention, and I like to be called all the time. I like to be checked on. I like to be told I love you all the time. I like overkill. when it comes to certain things. So I think you just got to read the person that you're pursuing or that you're in a relationship with. But when it comes to guys, sometimes I think sometimes men don't want to look like, oh, I'm a sucker because I'm always sending her roses. I don't want my boy to catch on. It's kind of like a temperature thing where y'all don't want people to judge y'all. And I think more so than not, oftentimes men look at women, oh, you want to show off, you want to get married for people, but men do the same thing. And when it comes to insecurities, I think men and women have insecurities. We just deal with them differently. But for me personally, just speaking from my own experience, it's a turn off for me for guys to hit me up 4, 5, 6 days in a row. I got DMs that people have been messaging me since 2020 and I have not responded. And that's, to me, it shows insecurities. Like, why you keep hitting me up? Like, are you insecure about yourself that you got to hit me up in DMs? Like just little stuff like that is annoying to me and it's a turn off. It's a lot of stuff that turn me off about guys that I just don't understand, y'all. And insecurities is one. I don't understand it.
Well, I wanted to let me comment on that. I was having a conversation with somebody else this week about something similar, and the reason y'all get mixed those kind of reactions from men is because y'all change y'all mind depending on who the man is. Y'all don't stick to
Thoughts.
what y'all really like. No, you don't. No, it's not false.
Yes.
I'm gonna prove it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna prove it. Hey, Lee,
Okay.
you go out and a girl's dancing with her friends, right? And if you go up to dance with them, you'll see girls type, you can't even go out with your girls no more. Men all coming up to you like, damn, I just want to chill with my girls. Then they go out and nobody gives them attention. Then you'll see a status that say, are men really men anymore? They don't even come. Do men come and ask women to dance anymore? So when you want attention, men are suckers. They don't make real men no more. I even heard you say on shows, when I'm sitting out at the bar, I'm sitting down, I like for men to come up. Women say they like for men to come up. Then when men come up, you can't even sit by yourself anymore without being distracted. Like sometimes.
So I beg to differ because that's the type of woman. Immature women put stuff like that, right? Because it's like they're insecure and they don't know where they stand at. So I think it depends on the caliber of woman that you're dealing with. For example, me, I know that, I'm gonna go sit at a bar, like I said, and I want people to talk because I'm a light person, but people won't because they're insecure. They think, oh, because how she looks, maybe I can't afford her, or maybe I don't do this. So they'll be questioning themselves. But deep inside,
Okay, so the dudes who keep coming, now you think they're insecure because they're confident enough to keep coming. They don't care about your rejection. You said they keep talking to you. They not scared. They like, nah, she needs to pay me some attention. They overconfident.
I don't know. It's just a balance. Men and women just have to find an even balance.
Hey, so I wanted to ask you, Paris, what's some of the insecurities that women have to deal with?
Yeah.
That you think?
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, I think it depends on the woman because we're in a age where women have social media and people's bodies and stuff look a certain way on social media. And this is attention, right? So I think some women are insecure about how they look and how their body is shaped, how their face is shaped. And they're always looking in the mirror, questioning themselves, like, who am I? Or measuring themselves up to someone in social media world. And I think that's an insecurity issue that is forced upon us because social media makes it seem like if you don't have a IG body, that you're not attractive, or if you're not of a certain complexion, you're not attractive. Or, for example, if you can't speak a certain way, you're not attractive. For example, I live in the South. Some women that have that country dialect, they're insecure about that because they think, oh, I don't talk proper enough. I may have a country twang. So I think women have a lot of insecurities to deal with that society or men do not see, right? And it's all the way down to how we walk, how we talk, how we eat, this, that, and the next. And then we have our insecurities, and then we have to deal with our life cycles, right? We're getting older, our bodies are changing, we're going through menstrual cycles. So we have a lot of stressors, which causes us to have a lot of mental issues on top of insecurities, toxicity, just abandonment issues, just overall in general. So I think when men kind of approach a woman and a man is insecure about something he may bring to the table, he has to take a second look and say, hey, I know I'm not perfect, so she may not be perfect. What am I afraid of? Kind of dope himself up so that he knows that this girl got issues just like I do. I'm the shit just like she the shit. You know what I mean? And expect that you're not going to find everything that you want in a person. and that person may be insecure just like you, and just because she's pretty doesn't mean that she's secure or she's confident. You know what I mean? Like, take perception and assumption out of it when you're pursuing the next person.
I think men insecurities are really with their place in life. That's where most men
Because most
insecurities
of y'all broke.
It don't gotta be broke, but that's a big one. Because you got some people who don't value money. They might value family. They might not have love. They might not have the woman they want, and that makes them. Some people got money and can't get a partner. It's all kinds of stuff. But really, it's just your place in life. Like, if you're doing well, you'll walk up on a girl because you feel like you got the upper hand on her. You know what I'm saying? Or if you go to the gym a lot, like if you was overweight and then you hit that gym and you coming out with a six pack, you're gonna take that shirt off. You might just feel confident. It's all about where you at status wise and how you feeling about yourself. So I think a lot of insecurity in men come from where they at as far as like on the totem pole, whether it's money, whether it's looks, whether it's anything that, like you said, social media values, anything that makes you feel underneath another man is where insecurity started.
I want to stop you for something, right? Because you said something about broke being money, right? Most men are broken because they come from single parent homes or different things, right? Just because a person is broke financially or not broke financially, they could be broke in a different aspect, which will lead them to insecurities, right? A man can have all the money in the world, but he may have daddy issues or mommy issues, which will leave him broken and being insecure to talk to that woman. He may have a whole, like, shower her with gifts, but emotionally and mentally, he's like, dang, I don't want to get her a nice outfit because she might wear that for somebody else, or I want her to stay home. He may have other issues. I just think everybody comes to the table with sugar, honey, iced tea, and it's tough because we prejudge people and we assume, and then it gets with our mental, if you will.
Yeah, and a lot of times too, women think that you don't want to give gifts because it don't be your friends, because a lot of times your friends don't even know what's going on in your house. Like, I got no idea what Lee and his wife go through unless he bring it to me. So it's like the stuff
what I go through. I'm just joking.
It's all peaches and roses over here.
Exactly.
It's all peaches and cream over here too, baby.
If I don't do something for a woman, it's because I don't want the woman to think something about me. That's why I don't do stuff. It don't be for outside people. I know that certain things lead certain mindsets, and then it's hard to break once you do that. Some women, if you show them too much, they think they got an upper hand, and they start getting confident, and they try to run you. And then they think, or they feel like you can't live without them. Oh, you flowers, gifts. You call them all the time.
You said they think you can't live without them. Most men want you to be able to not want to live without them, right? I thought that was the goal, right? To make your woman feel like you're her everything, and that
there's a fine line because women run over men. And I know I've seen it done plenty
y'all run over us too.
I don't care. I'm not a woman. I got to worry about myself. That's for you.
But that's where the selfishness comes in, and most men are selfish when it comes to their feelings.
Self-care is first. There's always self-preservation. You can't take care of another person until you take care of yourself.
True. Yeah. I agree with that, but I don't think it's fair to come at somebody in a certain angle when you don't have pure intentions for that person. It's wrong.
No, you got pure intentions, but you got to read the room. Certain girls you cannot do that with. If you start doing certain stuff, they'll start acting a certain way. You see it, and then you
miss out on your soulmate because you're automatically trying to get the temperature and the feel for this girl. Certain girls may not do this. You may miss out on your soulmate like that. People change.
No, you know how. Hey, Lee, when you was approaching your wife, right? There was a cold time, right?
You said there was a cold time?
Like you were saying, like it was a time you had to do a little more to get her attention. Yeah. It would have died off, right?
Yeah. So let me tell you, we'll go back when we first got together in 2017. We went to Jamaica after a month of only really talking. I was like, "Yo, you want to go to Jamaica?"
Y'all went to Jamaica together? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, straight after the talking. We're gonna get to our guests right after the story. So when we got back, Jamaica wasn't the greatest trip, but when we got back, it was like, okay, now she ghosted me. So I sent the flowers and stuff to like, okay. I had sent her flowers before when she tried to stop texting after like 3 days, and I was like, boom, okay, let me get that. But after Jamaica, we stopped talking for like 2-3 months or something.
I remember that.
Yeah. And after that, I was like,
you were sick, you was tired, like, what's going on with her?
Yeah, no. No, I was sitting there like, I'm like, No, because it's funny because I wanted to end it at the Jamaica, but she like ended it, and I ain't want to. Basically, I ain't want to be the one to like, nah, you can't end it. Let me be the one to end it. Now I want this. So anyway,
But
we got back together like in June or something like that. After that, we went to Jamaica in March, and where we just started hanging out after that point.
No, my
So
point was though, you knew how much more
hold
pressure
on,
to
show.
apply, right?
So I don't want to cut you off, but I just got a thought and I got to say it before it kind of leaves my mind because I've been drinking, right? I want y'all to be straight up transparent with me real quick, right? When a man spends money on a woman, like y'all went to Jamaica, all of this and all of that, y'all automatically think, oh, I've invested in this woman, so therefore she's mine. I hung out with her, I took her to Jamaica. The nerve of her to ghost me, or the nerve of her to do this and do that. Can y'all be honest and transparent
Hell
with that?
no, because a lot of times I spend money. I just think I'm spending money to get you to Jamaica because I'm investing in some pussy right now. I don't even want you. I only spend money for what I want
Pussy's
at that
worth a
moment.
trip to Jamaica?
If that's what it. Certain girls, if I'm talking to a girl with 100,000 followers, she probably gonna need something exquisite. If I really want it, like, hey, let's go to Jamaica. That's how you can get her to go
and,
with you.
and for me, it
Child.
wasn't even. I didn't look at her as like no property. Like we just met, and I was going there for a wedding. I was like, yo, I'm just moved to Florida. I think like for like a year and a half. I think I've been living in Florida, and I'm single. I was like, yo, you want to go? I have a date, someone that I can hang out with, and that's all I was thinking. And I wasn't like, okay, I'm investing in her that she mine. I don't look at it as woman as like my property. She her own person and stuff.
Or if
So
anything, you were just trying to find a way to spend more time with her to see if it worked. But I don't think you
yeah,
try to like buy her into your love. Men
I'm
don't
not
really do that.
I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying
but
when a man emotionally invests in a woman, even up front, like, oh, this is somebody I could see myself with, you're becoming emotionally invested in this woman because you're already visualizing yourself with this person. It's hard for somebody to kind of draw the line between the two and say, oh, 2 months later, I could just be without this person. When you're emotionally invested, you spend capital, this, that, and the next, like, and then your insecurities kick in. It's just like some people just can't do it, and most men can't. To me,
No, I got what you're saying. I was just saying the money doesn't mean anything because
all
there's
right,
dudes who throw money around just to get some pussy.
now let me this my homeboy up. I'm gonna do the
oh,
introduction.
okay, bring them on out,
So
bring them on
my
out, bring
homeboy
them on out.
he hit me up. It was like, yo, I got some good insight on. He had put the one message that was up here. Everyone has insecurities, women and men.
Oh,
We
okay.
try to hide it. Some people show their insecurities more than others. Good friend of mine's, former NFL Super Bowl champ, James Starks. What's up, man?
Buffalo alum.
Yeah, my college
Watch it.
football teammate. Thanks for
Hey,
joining us on Showtime in Paris.
Whoa!
yeah,
Season's
man, I like
greetings.
and just to you know what I mean, just to let y'all know I like what y'all doing, man, and keep doing what y'all doing. It's good. It's good
Thank
info.
you.
Like yeah,
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
We,
that.
we we appreciate you joining us, man. And like I said, you said you got some thoughts on insecurities. Tell us like some of the stuff that you might have experienced with insecurities, either yourself or you see in other people and or in women.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I have insecurities. I think all men do. I think all women do. You know, and like Show said, I think it depends on the person, right? Um, and I also think every situation is different. You know what I mean? A man can insecure because of things that a woman does and he's already in love. That insecurity could have came later or before.
Right.
But I think like how y'all say working on relationships, I feel like if you're working on a relationship, the red flags or the insecurities, if they came later, now you attached, it's a little hard for those insecurities to be gone once you attach. But I don't think not one person in this world don't have insecurities. Like as a man, you can walk around with the most money. Like it's dudes who floss and you could tell they insecure because they want to spend this and spend that on a lady, right? And there's women that'll do the same thing. Like I made it here, I made it, and don't have nothing. And then there's
Yep.
guys who have it all and to sit there and do yeah, 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 because they want to feel like it. You know what I mean? But then there's other insecurities too that come from, like you said, things you've seen, things that were red flags, but they wasn't red flags like something big. Like, nah, I ain't got to worry about that. I just think more people hide insecurities, but everybody have them. It don't matter who you are. You can't tell me you don't go around. You know what I mean? You can't tell me you don't go around sometimes, and you like, come on. I like a good example is if your girl is out in the club, you totally trust her with this dude. But if one dude come in there, let's say Idris Elba, and he talking to your girl, you wouldn't feel insecure. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying, you know what I mean? But you gotta put it to a fact. Trey Songz, if you seen that he had your girl number, like it's certain insecurities everybody have faced. It don't matter who you is. I'm sure Trey got those insecurities about some things, you know?
Yeah, when Drake come around.
When Drake come around. He said when Drake come around.
Yeah, like it's everybody got insecurities, man. It don't matter what lady you are. You can be the prettiest lady ever, but you've been cheated on, that cause insecurities. I just think it's somebody do.
So
Everybody.
let me ask each one of y'all, what's the best way to deal with those type of insecurities? Pairs from a woman perspective, and then us from a man perspective. Like I could guess what Show would do if Trey Songz had his girl had Trey Songz number. He just leaving there. I know my man.
I think the best thing that women can do for like insecurities, first of all, is address that you do have an insecurity or address the emotion when it happens, right? Like understand what it is. And then when you address the emotion, it's just like kind of strategize how you can kind of cure it. So if my guy is at the freaking mall and Jenna Jackson come up, yeah, I may look a little bit jealous because I'm looking at her like, damn, she's Janet Jackson and I'm sizing her up and all of this stuff, right? And then I'm gonna go home. I'll be like, damn, but my man, is this what type of woman he like? So I think more so when we get in these relationships, don't let yourself go because you're married, whatever. Don't start not taking care of yourself. Remain the prize in the situation. Remain fit, remain strong, remain stable. Don't give up your life and change who you are for a man or for anybody. And I think that will help us women deal with insecurities because oftentimes when we get in certain situations, we become accustomed and we conform to the situation and we forget, oh, I like to put on makeup or I like to wear heels, and we start wearing sneakers and we start just coming outside any old way. And then when we go in the mall, y'all men looking at these other women, it's just like, bro, you got your girl right here, but did you remain the same chick you fell in love with? You know what I'm saying? So I think for us, it's more so don't forget about who you are for anybody and just kind of remain solid and just know because he's looking at Janet Jackson, he gonna come home to P. White. And when he come home to P. White, I'm gonna be targeting that thing better than Janet because she's an old lady, if you will.
Lord.
So kind of, just put it in that type of format. I wouldn't care if he looked at anybody because I know where he gonna lay his head and just kind of be strong on who you are. I know what I bring to the table and it's more than some wop. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like keep yourself relevant.
So he was looking at Janet, but came home to Freddie Jackson.
Freddie, God,
no, that's the Friday reference. Oh, so she Janet Jackson got at the car looking more like Freddie Jackson.
Oh, see, you got me looking at myself in the camera like, damn, who is Freddie Jackson?
Yeah, nah, that was Smokey talking to Aunt Dale from the Parkers.
I think, as far as Lee said, before I get into how I handle insecurities of mine, I was going to say that what Starks was saying was good shit, and that I feel like he said, everybody has insecurities.
So James Starks.
Oh, okay.
Right, we play football, so we call people by their last names.
Blonde moment, my bad. Go ahead.
No, but I feel like people who got a lot of money, who acquire money, usually had other issues. Like, if you fortunate enough to get the money, you probably have a problem with your looks. If you or abandonment issues, or you had girl problems growing up. It's like people who got money got insecurities, and then people who are kind of secure with themselves usually don't have the money. It's like you're never all the way happy. So everybody got issues. And I think all issues bring insecurities. Like nobody's living a perfect life. I feel like everybody has something that they don't like about themselves.
What don't you like about yourself? No, I'm just
say. And I was gonna say, like, I'm not a special. When you say like keep yourself up, Paris, and like you keep yourself up and you don't do this, is that it don't even matter because nobody is the best person on earth. No matter if you're your best self, you're still not the best woman, probably on the damn in the club tonight. So it's like even you being at your best it won't stop insecurities. You know, you work out, I get a good job, I get drafted to the NFL, then I go in the locker room and it's like 20 other guys make more money than me. I'm the lowest paid person on the team. I'm still insecure. You know, you only feel rich when you back at home, the people who need you, and you got more money than them. But then you go in the locker room and the other teammates paying your bills because you're the low man on the totem pole. So it's like I feel like the best you can do with insecurities is to avoid them. Is to avoid getting yourself into situations that you know would trigger that. And that's how I feel about it. Like as far as companionship, when he said like if your girl around Idris Elba or something like that, and Lee said I would leave him if like Trey Songz had their number. My thing is like we love bartenders. James Starks, I know you've been out a lot and you've probably been in these groups. I don't know if you was a party animal or nothing like that. But you've been in a club. You see how women act when those guys come through. Whether they're good women or not. It's something about popping bottles, something about nice chains, it's something about professional men, it's something about celebrities being somewhere.
It don't matter it don't even matter if you're a bench player, bro. Be honest.
No, it don't.
You could be goddamn never even touching the ball. You just on the team. Like, you know, they girls go different every way. I'll wait till you finish, man. Then I'll say what I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, I had a story like that too. Like, I seen a practice squad dude do that. He told me go on Black Planet, and he said, "Right, any girl I could find." I went on there. He played for the Patriots. He wasn't even on the team for his practice squad. I went and I typed the name in. The girl seen his picture in the profile. She flew out the next day. Ain't asked him no questions or nothing.
Hold on, she flew out, or did he fly her out?
He flew her out, but that's nothing.
Okay.
Why y'all think that means something? That's pocket change. That's what we get money for.
I say I just ask a question.
Lee know me, bro.
Lee fly me out if I ain't had the money. that ain't no thing. But I was just saying that how I deal with it. You can't get. Let's say a bartender is at there and it's a bad bartender. You met her and she's a good person. I just won't let it go so far because one day Starks might be in there with his teammates. And even if she a good girl and y'all come up and y'all talking to her and he asks for her number, he got a Bentley outside, she probably gonna give him the number. It's like you playing with fire.
Because he got a Bentley?
No, because you playing with fire. You playing with fire. If you even the Bible says the best way to avoid temptation, the best way to not be tempted is to avoid temptation. Nobody's that strong. If you somewhere, you're not gonna turn down every celebrity, every fine dude. If your job is to flirt with men, you're gonna like one. You're not going to not like every man who comes to you. You're not that strong. So I don't believe in that. Yeah, you're going to turn down.
I am that strong.
No, you're not. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. I'm not that strong. You're not that strong. Nobody's that strong. You're strong enough not to put yourself in those situations constantly where you might have to do that. A good woman just avoids the situation all the way together.
I avoided it.
That's my point.
Are we with
if you had a job where you had to dive into it, I don't want you.
I think that's the difference too, like with men and women. Like, you see how, like, you feel like if that happened, this is going to happen. And women always like, no, it won't. Like, I'm this, I'm that. You know, I feel like men is more realistic in that situation. And women sometimes be naive to the situation because they, like Sho said earlier, because it's a certain man. You know what I mean? And so, like, I don't know. Like, that's why I said insecurities in everybody, but neither one of us would say what our true insecurities are. Like Sho, when you got money, you probably got money, but you probably never had these O's back then, and you know you probably never dated this chick. So now you just living your life because you ain't never done this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I came from nothing, and then I started getting money, right? And then it was the same thing. So I was able to avoid certain things because I already know what it is, right? Even if you coming up, you know, in high school and you the most popular or whatever, like the money shouldn't change you. But I think the thing that kind of like saved me was kind of God, bro, because I had like a Christian background, stuff like that, and my nannies always have us pray. I was a praying family, you feel me? So even though I messed up, I'm not perfect. I was wilding, you get what I'm saying? But I think certain situations I just got out by the grace of God. Like Lee knows, like I got out by the grace of God sometimes, you know what I mean? And I think some of the stuff that I did in life, though, you know how like you do certain things, like damn, you're gonna have to always deal with it, whether it's a nigga being jealous or chicks being jealous, or goddamn, you can catch diseases. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to deal with something. It's in the Bible, right? And so like people get jealous over stuff like that. You know what I mean? People probably hate me to this day. And I was riding a BMX, not because I was in the league doing all of this stuff I was doing when I was young with no money. You get what I'm saying? So everybody insecurities stem from where they at in life, right? But they only had them insecurities because of social media. They had those insecurities because of cars. They had those insecurities because of money or their predicament and where they live in. So like I look at insecurities as like the love of money, pretty much. Because
And women.
not like, yeah, because property, you said women is your property. If a woman is your property, you spend money on her, right? And if you like a girl, you tend to take her out on that's still money. You know what I mean? So you investing in that person, right? In a way, like I want you to understand I'm gonna take care of you. So I said, shoot, if you're gonna be insecure anyway, you might as well be honest about your insecurities. It's up to the person to leave you with those insecurities or to make you feel more comfortable within your insecurities, because we gonna have them anyway. That's how I look at insecurities.
Woo!
Yeah.
Listen, shots, man. That was I got to take a shot of this wine after that. Let me tell you something. You nailed it. I was feeling that.
You see, I'm insecure. She don't tell me I had a good point. I feel like she doing that because you was in the NFL. I'm insecure
No,
as a
listen,
host right
he
now.
had the
As soon as you
smooth
say
voice
something
and
so
everything. I
profound,
was just like,
you're so profound now.
but show how he broke it down was so smooth. Like,
Nah, you
it
was
was just
listening harder
flowing.
because he was more important. I'm insecure
No,
about that.
You know what?
man.
Show you insecure. Just say
Man, we
that.
say smart stuff all the time. We'll never get that reaction.
Right?
Show you insecure. Just say that.
I just told you.
I
I
would.
just found my insecurity. Start. I want
I
this
never
out of here.
look. I never seen a standing ovation on the pod until now.
That's what I'm saying. Man, all of these guys, ain't nobody ever said nothing.
Start it. Don't even start it. You gonna start it right now. Don't even start it, G.
This is
Don't
last
start.
episode,
No,
Lee.
won't be no.
Hey, Starks, Lee told me one time, he said, he wanted to get on. He told me you wanted to get on before. He was like, yeah, I don't think Show really messed with me like that. I was like, what? Where you get that from?
Hold on. Show's not the leader of this podcast.
I said I like y'all. I was like, man, I
Brother.
like y'all together is crazy. I think like it's gonna be big. You know what I mean? And then y'all got great content, and y'all just up here spitting the truth though about a lot of stuff that people don't like to talk about. And then I think how y'all come back on each other is crazy too. And then Lee kind of messing y'all up. Tell him to get off. I just
we let him on this time because he put himself as the founder. But Lee could come on once every 3 months.
That's my guy, man. I'm proud of him though, man. I'm proud of y'all too, man. Keep going.
I just wanted to be. I wanted to get a kickstart back into it. I've been away for a while, and I know these two have been putting up some great content. So I said, let me piggyback this into what I'm doing and stuff. So,
Hi, Kareem.
but yeah,
Look
Black,
here.
what up?
I don't know Kareem. Like, hi, hey.
He's the popo. Watch it and make sure you don't do nothing wrong. Get you in Facebook jail or real jail.
That's another college teammate of ours from Buffalo.
He's from Jersey, so he naturally.
Okay, rough buff.
Yep. But yeah, like back to the insecurities, like you said, everyone has insecurities, but to actually say them out loud is like you still feel a certain way and you hide them. And I know with me, it'd be like, nah, I ain't insecure. I'm gonna suck it up and like, nah, I be tough, be nonchalant, like it is what it is. That's how I try to go through life on that. Like I said, control what I can control. Not me insecure if my woman's doing this or she doing that. If Trey Songz is in her phone, Because if you want Trey Songz, then let me be. That's how I look at it. I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be crushed. You know, that's just natural. That's part of life. You're gonna always deal with hurt. You're gonna deal with pain. You're gonna deal with happiness. You're gonna deal with sadness. I just hope it don't happen to me, but it has happened to me, and it made me question myself when I did get cheated on before, or like, so now it questioned like, oh, what did I do wrong? Was the first type of questions I was having, and that questioned my, insecurities within myself on what I'm doing to have a person to do that. You know what I mean?
Are you insecure? Let me ask y'all. Do you think it's insecure because you think if your woman met Drake one-on-one, she'll fuck with him? Is that like an insecurity, or is it a realization?
I think that's real as shit. Like, how many girls gonna turn down Drake? Like,
me.
It's a few. But I mean,
I don't like light-skinned guys. Go ahead. Sorry, Louis.
Look, you losing out here.
I don't even think his complexion matter at that point. I don't even think they view him as a person, a black or white, light skin or dark. He's just all things. He's Drake.
Bro, you think it's realistic to say this? So if Drake pull up, he in the Bentley. Now you're not gonna mess with him because of the Bentley. Now if he bought you a Bentley, which is just like nothing to him anyway, would you sleep with him then? Like, you telling me you could sleep with somebody random for $50, but you want to take a free Bentley and then leave?
I know.
For with somebody random for $50 though.
I mean,
if we're being honest, let's think of the worst person
you for. Being honest, who's sleeping with somebody for $50? That's
not $50 direct, but for a seafood boil.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, what type of women? Like,
men are more realistic. Men are real realistic because if you go down your list, it's niggas way under Drake that got some of that coochie. It's just men know we fuck anybody. Like, it don't have to be Oprah for us.
I give an example of so my ex, we lived in Green Bay, right? You know how you like, oh, who your celebrity crush? That's a celebrity crush you probably had never meet. So her celebrity crush was Clay Matthews on the Green Bay Packers. Nah,
your girl?
Yeah, my ex. So your celebrity crush is someone you could run into in the grocery store. That's when you feel a certain way. Like, nah.
Oh yeah, she was too close. I was in Green Bay.
I could see if we was living in Florida. And you ain't gonna see it. No, and Green Bay is a small town. Even with those, what's the name? You can't tell me Clay Matthews is your celebrity crush.
Yeah, he down the street. That's a real person.
Then I
listen. I got a question for y'all. I always wanted to ask a man, and it's about an insecurity, right? So, how do y'all feel when y'all woman leave y'all for another woman? Does that give you guys insecurities? Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Nah, they cheating. I mean, women know is
women
like. I feel less if my girl leave me for a girl, I'm like, damn. She was better. I don't think she more manly than me. Nothing. I don't. I look at it different. It's like you only left her because my sex had to be bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel bad in that. Like, damn, I need to get surgery or some shit. I don't know. Like, you'll feel bad, bro, about yourself, as far as like sexually, but like I wouldn't feel less of a man. I feel like women cheating. You know everything about a woman. That's like a dude. Like, I'm not. No, I can't. That's too deep, but at the same time,
that's like for a woman, you would think your sex is whack.
I wouldn't think nothing. It's nothing you can do about that. I wouldn't even feel no way. She just gay. Like, you can't compete with a woman.
You can't. That's what I'm saying.
That don't got nothing to do with you. She like women. It's better than leaving me for a man. Then I would think something.
So you don't think she got an advantage?
Who, the woman?
Yeah, over a man. Just be honest.
Yeah, she can. Yeah, I like women. I think women look better.
If you go to a porn store or something like that, they got every size. You know what I'm saying? And it's some you know to. What if this girl like this exact size, same shape, and then now a woman she know everything. Like, even though we know where everything at too, women just got a different take on everything.
And they're not gonna get soft or come early. They can fuck for 13 hours.
Exactly. So it's cheating.
That's why I hate when those women be talking like that. Like, I can fuck you better than your man. You should. You pick your dick size. You don't get. You're not dealing with what we dealing with. Hey, you couldn't do it if you was a man. Like we gotta work with whatever we got, and you gotta not get excited. We got other shit to worry about. They think just because they put a dildo on their hump, they like great sex partners. Like, nah, that's cheating. That ain't how we do it.
That joint on the shy was so funny to me when the chick took her pants off and
they
she
let
had
the dildo bounce. I was about to quit the show. That dildo ain't have to bounce like that. I was like, I don't need all that bouncing.
Hey,
Joe, did you start looking at yourself at that point? Like
I need to go to the store, and just in case what I got ain't enough, I'm gonna start carrying around a spare one just in case. I'm like, hey, but Dyke pulled this out, you'll let her do it. Don't worry about it.
Look, how can you compete with that when it's automatically hard? Like that just pause, but
yeah. Does that cause y'all to have insecurities? Like, how do y'all size yourself up when stuff like that happens?
Not with no stud or no chick like that. That's a.
I ain't jealous of no studs. I'm sorry.
What?
I ain't feeling no way about no stud. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Why though? Why?
Because I'm not to feel a way about somebody. You got to be jealous. Like, let's say if I was hating on Lee, or I'd be like, oh man, I wish I was 6'5". You know, if I was hating on Starks, I wish I won a Super Bowl championship. I don't want nothing that Dyke got, but my girl. And it's like, I don't even want you no more. If you like a Dyke, I'm cool.
Yeah, I can't. Nobody just. I mean, that's her preference. Like, I don't feel no way about it. I wouldn't be jealous over it. I just saying that they got an advantage. I don't see how you'd be.
Yeah, I think it comes down to it's like a woman. Like we won't feel a certain way about a woman. At least us here. But like if you choose another man, that will have me questioning myself.
That's a direct comparison. Like, oh, he fucked you better than me.
Yeah,
maybe I'm not fucking good. Yeah. Or maybe I ain't living a good enough life. You know, like makes me wonder what he had that I ain't have. Like we was happy and a dude just came and took you. But a Dyke, that's something different. You got a different taste.
And you see, like men, like if a woman leave them for a certain man, or when you see this in women too, like next thing you know, they go back like, oh, now I'm gonna go get right fit. So my ex will look at me like, body. Oh, yeah,
they should have stayed fit while they was with the person.
So, but hey, sometimes people get comfortable. They gain weight when they with that person.
I ain't getting comfortable.
But that's some of the posts that you post like that. When you like, hey, you don't got that same body or that same mindset when you got with them. So now they looking outside.
Yeah, like today, right? I posted today on my Facebook. I was like, no man working 40+ hours a week want to come home to spaghetti. You know what I mean? I think once you start off with keep it up, you know what I mean? If you making that man steak and potatoes every night, he come home from work, it's in the microwave, keep it up. If you don't, then that man has the obligation to be like, damn, man, I missed that. And some other chick may step in. So I think more so that women, we just got to do a better job of keeping it consistent and stepping it the fuck up. Especially if
I understand what you're saying, but spaghetti's a bad meal. I like that one time in 14 days.
No, but it's not bad. But it's not. But see, y'all looking at it as just spaghetti. You got to think about the principle and the bigger picture behind it, right? Spaghetti is quick to cook. It's cheap to cook, right? So if your man is busting his tail, he's protecting, providing, doing everything he's supposed to do, why are you going to cook that man a cheap meal? You know what I'm saying? But if you do cook that man a cheap meal, feed it to him. Have it on the table for him. Everything he wants. His favorite snack better be there. Drink, everything. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's the bigger picture.
I'm trying to see what spaghetti did to you.
Yeah, I don't want to call him the no. Spaghetti's fine.
I'm just not cooking, my man. Spaghetti deserve more than spaghetti.
Now, we like spaghetti. If you talking about some oodles and noodles,
spaghetti's
good. Like those
noodles be smacking. So
yeah, if you come home, we like, yo, I was busy. I cooked up some breakfast for dinner. I got you eggs and some sausage that I warmed up. You know, those is different types.
I don't think we want a woman who don't cook. But if one of those days is like a spaghetti, or some days you got to get a sandwich or something, just don't make it too many days. I need to eat a home cooked meal at least 4 to 5 times a week. That's just me.
But I'm different. Like I said, Paris is like, she don't like her man to cook. I cook at my house. Like I cook more than my wife. I'm a better cook than my wife.
If I am, she ain't gonna know. I'm a teacher. I'm gonna act like I'm not till she figure it out.
That would cause me to be insecure. That would cause me to be a little insecure. I wouldn't want my man to be a better cook than me. I wouldn't want my man in the kitchen, period. Unless he's like in the kitchen, like hugging me or something like that. This is not your territory, bro.
That's right. Preach, queen. I agree with you for once.
But I take it, Paris. We left high school. I don't want to age us, but in '01, I left Newburgh in '01. Guess what? I went to a community college up in Troy, New York, and lived in a like an apartment complex thing. I ain't have no girl at that point. I got to cook for myself. I gotta, unless I'm eating out all the
I
time.
get that.
I'm like, yo, I'm calling my mom. How I do these recipes? So over that time of being young, not being when I got with my girl, she wasn't living with me at that time. So she's in Albany at her mom, but I'm like cooking for myself. So it became such a habit. So when I got even when I'm in a committed relationship for 6 years, 3 years, 6 years, I'm already used to that of let me wash my clothes and let me because I was washing my mom had me washing clothes when I was like 10, 11 years old up in Lake Street. Hey, go wash these clothes up the street. And the parents they work, so hey, you got to go do it when just you and your siblings. So it's just something that just naturally used to it all the time. So it's like when I get a wife, I'm like, oh, I could cook. I know how to cook. I know how to be self sufficient. So I kept doing it.
I get that. I'm not saying that it's not okay for a man to be self-sufficient, but what I'm saying if a man and a woman is shacking up or they're in a committed relationship where they're seeing each other more than they're together more than they're not together, then that's what I'm saying. Or if a man starts investing in a woman emotionally, financially, everything, and he is this woman is his it factor, that's what I'm saying. Like a woman should always be there for a man and always be there to take care, to help, to mold. If a man is single and he's living by himself, okay, cook, clean, do your thing. But once we become committed, for me, your obligation as a man is not to come home, wash your clothes. Your man obligation as a man is not to come home and cook us a meal. I think I need to do that because for me, I'm going to be with an African American man. He's already going to have enough stressors in the world that he has to deal with to be himself, right? And be able to provide. So when he comes home, I want to be able to be his peace and not have him, oh, I got to cook dinner. Oh, my girl may be tired. I wouldn't care how I feel. People make time for what they want. And for me, I want to make sure that my man knows that his home is a safe place. It's a place of peace. It's a place where he's going to get his belly fed and his balls empty, if you will.
Leah's a unicorn. We had this argument for years. He say I put the women on full scholarship. I don't know if you put them on full scholarship too, Sarks, but he say like he like 50-50. He split the bills, but he want to cook and stuff. And I'm saying I'm paying all the bills because I'm not cooking nothing. I ain't cleaning nothing. I'll pick up after myself. Like if I drop some shit on the floor, obviously, but I'm not like 5-6 days a week. You're going to wash them dishes. You're going to wash the clothes. You're going to make the meal. Now, if you want to take your girl out or today you want to cook for her, like, oh, let me cook for you. You've been doing something. But I'm talking about the majority. That's not my thing. Like I'm not cooking more than you.
My man.
For Scally, room and board.
You know what I mean? I barbecue. So like if I'm cooking chicken, ribs, or whatever, like I don't know too many women that's getting on the grill, Like
that's a different thing.
Like I used to like 4th of July and stuff like that. Like I'm always the person that's grilling. You know what I'm saying? So I was the one that was having to prep cook for my mama. Like because if I'm the youngest at the time or something like that, I learned how to cook. Or if I see my mama tired because she raising 6 to 7 kids, like I'm like, Mom, you want me to help you? And so I'm in there helping my mama. You know what I'm saying? So I was learning to cook like that. But like the situation I'm in, I look at women like black women like it's strong. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been through a lot. So like a lot of my time I'm trying to help like my girl or whatever. I try to help her like get ahead in life so like we can rest together. Like if I'm just getting money or something like that, right? For example, when she come up to Green Bay, we live together. Like I'm getting money, like I'm at practice 24/7. Like I come home, she do got food. Like she is cooking for me. Like you know what I mean. If I'm in the mood, like we doing something. You know what I mean. But then it's like she went from a nice job. She had a good ass job, bro. Like making good money. Like that was a sacrifice she took. So until she get on her feet, like she ain't never got to worry about bills. I made sure she was like stacking your bread. You know what I mean? Save up. You need a car or whatever. Like you don't really need to ask me for money. I just would give it to you because, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I knew you was going here, it's like, you could hold something like, you know what I mean? Because I do that to my sisters too. You know what I mean? My mama, she go out something like that. I do that. But like, I think it's going both ways. Like now, I'm trying to start my own company. You know what I mean? And I'm working, and I pay for the daycare, the housing. Like I pay for my house, so it ain't no rent. I'm just paying cable and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like she got a good ass job now too, and then it's like she working from home and stacking that drain up, and we look at where we at, and so I see her drain rising and rising. Now it's kind of like, shoot, let's put half of this on here, whatever, and we don't share accounts, but her drink gonna be growing. You know what I'm saying? So I think is a predicament of like where a person is in life. So I make certain sacrifices right now, but I'm gonna be starting up again too. But to make sure like the family gonna be good, because shit, I need help with my family too. And if she can help me get out that predicament, we done been together this long after I did this. If you know what I mean, I feel like it's gonna work better. So
you the real life Derwin Davis. You made her drop out of John Hopkins for your dream. And now that you're done playing, it's time for you to give the career back and let her fly.
Hey,
yeah, I literally like, bro, I mean, she got pregnant, you know what I mean? So like, it's like, shoot, I want to see my baby. I want to be around. I want to be a father to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I know how I feel not to have a father around fully. You know what I'm saying? So I was
Yep.
like, I'd rather raise her in my household. I know what I'm talking to her about. I want her to smell daddy. I go to work. She see me working, whatever. Like, I wanted to be like a good role model for my kids and stepson. Like, and I have my brothers there too. So for me, it's just them seeing me work and stuff, and then showing them how to get it too. Like they see what I'm doing constantly for the family and stuff, and it's like, look, all of this fall on my shoulders. This is the reason why you out here. I need help. I would tell them that I need help. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't gotta be no football player. Just get your degree on this, that, or whatever, the third, and whatever it may be, and then try to help so we can make this stuff like family, you know what I mean? And leave stuff to our kids instead of having them having to bury us and shit like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm gonna get it. So first, I don't know if Paris was taking like that shot at me, saying that I feel like I'm the woman in my marriage now because I be cooking. Hey, my wife
Don't
come
let
home
social
after
media
work.
make you feel away, Lee. That's how your marriage
Hey,
work. Yeah, we judging
hey,
you, but it work in your
like
house.
that. My wife come home. Hey, I done cook today. Look, I grilled today. Matter of speaking of that, I got chicken, turkey burgers and stuff. I grilled up. Wife came home. She was good. Look, I'm off, so I clean the crib. Man, so I
Woo
don't know
you a
what.
bit.
Yeah, right. Paris just made me feel like the wife out here.
Nah,
Now,
I don't clean no more. We hired a cleaning lady now.
Hey, Starks, he trying to pull you in. Tell him you grilling, he cooking.
yeah,
yeah, brown,
nah, but
but it's okay. He making it, man. Listen, he
nah,
making it
like
work.
so what we talk about, like I talk about. Show said, "Oh, we split 50-50." Basically, I'm like, it's 50-50 when to me when we make like the same. If my wife only made $20,000 a year or something like that, I ain't gonna be like, oh, yo, I need to kick out. But when we married, I'm like, yo, we got to make sure everything, especially we live a certain way. We got a nice house. We just got a brand new car. We got the same kid.
About boy clean.
Everything, yeah. So everything got to be built a certain way. So we got to make sure the way to maintain it
Building together.
and build. Yeah, we build together. So where whatever bill she got, it's just gonna come out. That's why we went to join the account. Once we moved in, we ain't. It wasn't until we bought the house where we joined the account. So her car insurance was more than mine. Guess what? Now it's part of mine. It ain't like, oh, we got separate things. No, whatever come out of my check is gonna go to your bills. We all gonna pay this up, and then we putting it away for whatever we got to do. To me, I look at it as a joint venture. It's a partnership. So it ain't about like, oh, you stacking up. I always felt the way like if I'm making 70,000, you making 70,000, I'm paying all this, and then you like, well, I just brought home 50,000, and guess what? I got 40,000 in my bank, and then I got 2,000 in my bank because I paid everything. That's like, to me, that was always like, that's a no. Like, I'm up here struggling just to maintain for someone that I'm supposed to be committed to, but
But you
then
can't look at it like that. You got to look at it like, your pride as a man, and you're fulfilled as a man because you're taking care of what has been sent to you to protect and provide for. So I don't think you should look at it, if that were the situation, as, oh, I got $2,000 and she got $40,000, but you have the love, you have everything it is that's going to make you rich in other ways. So I think the perception, or kind of the
she got that too, though. She got that from me. She got the love and look.
right, but if
Hearing
she
it like
has
that, it
the
do
love
sound like
and
she's trying
stuff,
to trick you.
right?
Now,
But if
me
she has the
50-50,
love and stuff,
I
that
feel you.
40,000 she got in her account is y'all's 40,000.
But guess what? But once, let's say it don't work out. God forbid it don't work out. I'm stuck with.
You got to move with your mom, and she going to a mansion.
No, then that's
Yeah.
a shady chick. That's a shady chick, because if it don't work out, you're supposed to make sure that he good, because things just don't work. You ain't supposed to be spiteful, because that could come back and bite her in the butt. So that's just a shady type of woman. She
If
shouldn't
we
be
break
giving
up, we
off.
probably not on good terms. You're not about to give me none of your savings. Let's
Why
be real.
not? See, that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. It's like different caliber people. Say, if this situation was mine, right, and we broke up, right? Okay, listen, I got to make sure you good, because you made sure I was good for this amount of years. I want to be blessed in the future. So I'm not going to block my blessings and say, this is all mine. No, this ours. You helped me build.
Paris,
You
if I
not
get
gonna
another,
50.
if I get another woman pregnant, and you find out, you going to then turn around and
That's
give me
like
everything?
you got to deal with that bad juju.
Nah, she's not gonna.
I mean, y'all, but listen, you got it. The old me would have been like, nah, you ain't getting nothing. But me now, today, go ahead, take care of your baby. You're gonna be hurt in the long run. You hurt yourself. Because I'm the sugar honey iced tea.
That's always be my train of thought, is like, if we just build this as a partnership together, it ain't about word. Because I'm like, my wife didn't want to do it at first. Like, she like, oh, she independent. She make her own money. She made good money. She registered nurse, so they made good money. I'm like, listen, I make more money than you. I'm not trying to take your money. I'm just trying to think logically so we could grow something bigger. It's bigger than us once we got this kid. So
you're
it's
the only
like,
man ever that fought for a joint account.
Separately, like y'all still together, even if y'all had separate bank accounts, is it not still growing? You get what I'm saying? Like it just is reassuring.
We can grow together apart.
Yeah,
I'm never getting a joint bank account in my life. I don't know how much I love you.
You can grow. You can still grow it. Like I said, we just got a joint account like a year ago. We've been talking and messing with each other for over 4 years.
It's been about 2 years. I remember when you said it.
No, we got the joint when we moved in. We only been in the house for a year and 3 months.
Oh, okay.
So you said what?
Do y'all do like a big joint account and then y'all like take some of the money and put it in your own separate joints too, or y'all just got one account total?
We got one account. Like, I got other bank accounts. I have like probably like 4 other bank accounts, and
Okay.
I do other different business. I do other business stuff with. So, but it was like I said, yeah, I fought for it because I had a plan to get us basically debt free by a certain time, and that's what I try to work on.
That makes sense.
So where she has gone as a registered nurse, she got more student loans than me. I was on scholarship for 2.5 years. So
act like we ain't run up those loans though.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like even when we was on scholarship, that mean the rest of that loan was for eating. And me and Lee maxed like 3 of my credit cards out with me in the little time I was in Buffalo.
You know what you said? You said you had a plan. I like that.
Yeah,
you said you had a plan. Most men don't have a plan for their family. Most men don't have a vision, or they don't have the go forward. Like, oh, this is where I'm trying to take us. It's just most men are stuck. So I like how you said, I had a plan.
Yeah.
So
I got a plan too. It's why I don't join accounts, because I think if women see the money, they start automatically thinking of things you need. They be like, this couch is getting kind of old. Oh, this look kind of. You don't want people to see money, because then seeing money means you think you need shit you don't.
Yeah,
that's
so
not
if
true.
you don't see the money, I think you'll ask for stuff that we actually need.
Especially when you get paid at the same week, so it looked like you got more than what you really got. So like we get paid, and you see in 1 week we got $6,000, whatever it is. It's like, oh, hold on, we got all this money I can spend on this. Look, my Amazon orders goes up, so that's what it be.
That's what I'm telling you. That's why I don't do that, because it makes you spend more, man. Like when girls see that, they're like, "Oh, we can get a couch. The money's right here." Like, nah, you can't. It's hard to budget when somebody got wide eyes, and somebody's gonna have wide eyes. It's usually the woman.
That's why I just put it on the budget.
Assumption.
Like,
I object.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Paris, you can't object. I see you shopping all the time. You got new outfits. You got 2 Benzes. You're the wide eye one. That's why you object.
First of all, I have a Benz and a BMW and a Lexus.
Excuse me.
You got cars?
Huh?
You got 3 cars?
She in the league.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
She's not playing about it neither. Like, that's like, bruh, Lee, that's wild. Like, that I be saying that all the time. Like, I could see like a two cars, but the third car, I don't know if the drink putting whatever. Like, if it's old, then you got it, you ain't sell it. I get it, but
no, it's a 16. My oldest one's Lexus is a 16.
Oh wow! I ride fall off. I ride mine till the wheels fall off. Like, I'm like all of that non, like, I don't believe in that stuff. Like, I did buy gifts for myself. Don't get me wrong. I ain't like no lame. Like, I don't want something in life, but at the same time, I started seeing that junk really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. But like Lee saying, joining the bank accounts, all of that stuff, that's what makes somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's
conversation back.
Make you happy, bro. You gotta go with your life how it make you happy, bro.
Yeah, just do what makes
everybody's
you
marriage
happy.
work different. Everybody's connection work different. It just wouldn't work in my house because I got certain beliefs on that.
Exactly.
It's not the car, it's the person that's driving the car that makes the car. So I think that more so you just do what you want to do while you can do it, because you're not going to be young forever. You're not going to have the opportunities forever. So sometimes you got to seize the moment. And for me, I get tired of stuff quickly. So it's just like, oh, I want this car, I want that car. And I'm like, if I could do it, I could do it. You know what I mean? So it's just more so seizing the moment for me.
See, if we got separate bank accounts, I could lie and say we ain't really got it like that right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I used to tell my wife for that all the time. Like, I ain't got it like that.
Hey, let me tell y'all real
quick. When I was acting like I ain't had the money, and I used to be like, "Let me check my account," and then the girl was cleaning and found 20,000 under my thing, and was like, "I thought we had no money." I was like,
"Right." Let me tell y'all how I got my husband real quick though. So he like, I'm on his account, right? And like, he gave me my own card, and I'm just like swiping the card everywhere. And he was like, "I need my card back." So I gave him the card back, and I downloaded it to my Apple Pay. I go to stores now, I be like, boop, 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 and I gotta scatter it out so he don't catch on to it. But I'm like, bro, I got an Apple Pay, just downloaded it.
Yeah,
that was my point. She just proved it. You give a woman access to your account, and they find all this shit they need all of a sudden.
I said I scatter it, I scatter it. Lipstick here, makeup there, little stuff, bag here, purse, shoes there. Not all at one time.
Yeah, my girls to try that. I check my account like every other day, and I see some Etsy on there. So I'm like, hold up. And you're like, oh no, how they get your number? I said, there's no way they can mistakenly get my card unless you put it on there. Like, stop acting like it's some magical way that they get my card number if you didn't put it on there. We're not married or nothing. How they make this mistake?
No,
I don't be understanding.
Marriage different though, so I get it, Lee. You know, marriage different, but I still want to do it if I'm married. I ain't gonna lie. But
the joint account.
Lee just a different kind of caliber of lover, boy.
Yeah, just because like
sucker for love, ass nigga.
He got that Drake. He got that Drake going on.
No, he's not a sucker for love. He had an image of what marriage is supposed to be, and when he did it, he went straight in the right way. He did it like we got a kid, we got a marriage. I said that it's the right way.
Oh.
No, I'm not knocking it. He just went full head of steam in it, and it just happened so fast. People like, what the hell are you doing?
It's so cute.
Most men got to get talked into that, but he'd be bringing the stuff up. I'd be like, damn, you adapted to marriage quick.
So this is another question I got to ask y'all guys, right? So when a woman sees a man taking care of his woman and stuff like that, another woman's gonna look at it like, oh, I want that, and she's gonna try to, schmooze her way on in, right? So how do y'all fight temptation when it comes to stuff like that?
It depends on if you're really fighting it. A lot of men use what they do for their girl to get their attention. When you see men posting everything they do for their wife, that's an advertisement. Like for real, if you're doing stuff for Lee, don't be putting on social media what he did for his wife, because he actually doing it for his wife. When you let people know what you do for your wife, that's for other girls. I got close people to me that do that all the time. I'm about to kill them when I put this picture up, my family pic, or when I put this up, or they take their girl on some crazy date. Like my inbox about to get flooded. I know people who do that.
I told my people, like, because obviously you got people that they post everything on social media, but like I was like, yo, I had my biz now truck for 3 weeks, and you ain't nobody, unless you close friend with me, those are the only people that seen it. Like, because I'm like, they don't need to, social media don't need to see all that. I never posted my house when I bought it. You know, people even post that, hey, me and my family bought the house. Nah, people, my close friend, my close circle, they seen the house I bought. You know, like going on social media, because like I said, that could set it up where some people will start to get jealous of you over that stuff. Like, and even my wife would tell me like, yo, stop sending pictures to even like your friends, because they think they're gonna look at it as like bragging. But I look at it another way. I'm looking at it like, some of these people see me when I was sleeping on other people's couches, and I'm just saying like, yo, look at the glow up that we had. Like I was telling a friend the other day, I'm like we really like. Oh, I was talking to you, Show. Me and Show, when we was at Buffalo, Sark, before you got there, we was living on my boy on Derek Dyer couch in Southlake, bro. Me and him sleeping on the couch.
That's how we maxed the credit card out. Then we went out and had to get hotel rooms every night to Lee Scholarship.
To the stair.
Yeah,
like that's where so when I show the stuff that I got now, it's only the close friends and not for social media, because the close friends know where I was at and stuff. So and Paris knows she from my hood. She know how like to come up from there. She left herself. She just put up the post. I had $50 in my account when she left Newburgh. She left New York, and now look at her with 3 cars.
She still got $50. She bought too many cars. I'm just playing, Paris. I'm just playing.
So she still got $50.
Got a lot of shit though.
Luxury. She bought some foreigns, all that. Like every last one of them. That's wild.
But that signing bonus went crazy.
Yeah, like Starks know when he came on a recruiting visit, I had a minivan.
A minivan? Was it blue?
Nah, it was green. Green, because my car broke down. My pops, look, that's what I was talking to Show about the other day. My pops gave me his car. Show was like, man, when you talk about like you had a dad, like it's,
yeah, we had a real dad. His dad was active.
Yeah, like
this joker said he had a real dad. What was he gonna have, a fake dad?
My dad never even knew what state I was in. I had left Buffalo, went to West Virginia. He called me one day like, hey, I was telling my man, tell him you play at Ohio State. I was like, I'm not even in Ohio. What the hell? He don't be knowing what's going on. At least he had my number though. He was getting better. He had my number.
Hey guys, tonight has been real. It's been a real good conversation.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Starts, we need to have you on more. Paris been acting right. She been letting us talk. She's been cheering us on.
Really?
I'm just playing.
Nah, yeah, definitely thanks, Starks, for coming in, sharing your input. We definitely appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. For real.
Hey, Lee, hurry up and boost these ratings and let them know Starks was on so we can get OJ Simpson on next.
OJ Simpson.
Starks was on next. We got to have everybody on. LeBron be on in 2 weeks.
Right?
Hell no.
They can
at least Mario Chalmers.
Now that we got a celebrity on finally,
you got some credibility over out here.
I ain't know, bro. I'm like bottom of the barrel celebrities, G.
Hey, nah, you Super Bowl champion, bro. You know when you watch the game and they be like Super Bowl champion Derwin Davis. That's what it is for life. They owe you out of Green Bay.
This might not be funny to you guys, but somebody did a football analogy. They were like, "Who's the greatest quarterback of all time?" I was like, Deion Sanders. He was like, "Huh?" I don't know sports, guys. Sorry.
Oh, see, she different.
Yeah. I don't
Different.
trust the women that say they don't know sports. She got all the stats underneath her in the back in a notepad behind her.
Look, she don't know sports until Dion show up at that club.
I wouldn't care if he
12
showed up
time
at the
All
club.
Pro,
I'm
first
still
team All.
bye Dion.
Hey, he not light skinned, so he good.
Bye Dion.
Hey, look, he trying to switch it up real quick.
I know. A lot of people live here in Charlotte, and what do? Bye.
That's right. That's how you handle that. That's why he married you.
But guys, I hope you guys have a wonderfully great evening. Show you should take us on out.
Thank y'all. Don't Get Tricked Network. We got Big Lee on here overseeing today, making sure we did everything right. I think he came on because he knew his boy was going to be on, and he wanted to make sure we didn't get crazy with him. You know, we can get a little crazy on the show. But I appreciate everybody who came out. This was a good show. It flowed good. It was funny. It was cool. Everybody had good insight. I think it's one of the better shows we had.
Y'all took it easy on me for me being the only woman over here. So thank you.
We try.
Next time, you know what I'm saying? Give me something to work with because y'all was too easy tonight, too.
You was dressed nice. We let you slide. If you'd have came on grungy, we'd have treated you like a nigga.
Let me be grungy next time because I'm ready.
Yeah,
Throw me in.
Yeah, we definitely got you, man. And hey, appreciate y'all having me to come on Showtime in Paris. This is episode 15. So, like I said, I enjoyed. Make sure y'all check out the other shows on the Don't Get Tricked Network. LA the King versus Shorty, the Great Sports Podcast.
Hey, Starch, you got to come on when we do the sports show, man. So you can get in and let Lee know I'm killing him.
Can I come in?
Yo, you talk about with the fantasy draft and all that?
Whatever topic. We switch it up. We just did that.
Oh, yeah. All right. Just let me know. I'll pull up.
Yep.
Yeah, and anytime you want to come on the show, like for any of the topics that they got, you are more than welcome. I'm pretty sure.
We see you in the comments. Just hit the button. We'll bring you in.
Yeah, Harrison's show. All you gotta do is let me know. Even if I'm not around, I'm working or something, I could get the link to you, and they would love to have you. Like I said, you had good insight on everything that we talked about, and like I said, I talk to him all the time. He's very knowledgeable, very not just a sports guy, just on life in general. And like I said, we don't talk only sports when we talk. We just talk about life and what's going on, what we see, and all that. So, like I said, thanks again, Paris and Show, and I'll let y'all take it out for the ending.
Yeah, so thank you guys again for joining us on episode 15. We are so excited about 16. Y'all help us out with some topics, right? Inbox your girl. Y'all know I'll check my inbox sometimes. So inbox me, just put topic in there so I can pay attention to it on top of the 200 plus maybe DMs I get. But anyways,
hang up on her. Let's go.
Sorry, Joe. Jeez, definitely hit us up. We enjoyed you guys. We love you guys. We value your opinion. And thank you tonight for our special guest. And Don't Get Tricked Networks. Y'all got me banned from Facebook. But anyways, go ahead, Joe.
She said it all. God bless y'all for coming out. Good night.